describe for me what your lesson's going to be about. So what is your objective for the lesson?
I want my lesson to kind of look at Hayden's ability to answer inferential questions.
Okay, so answering inferential questions. Okay. And what's the purpose? Why are you having him answer the inferential questions? Did you notice that in his assessments? What leads you to think that he needs help in this area, I guess? So what would be the purpose?
Yeah, so during the critical reading inventory, he seemed to answer maybe about 50% of the time the inferential questions. So that's something that he needs to strengthen.
Okay. Okay, so you're basing this as being a good lesson because of for his assessments. Okay, according to assessments. Okay. Did you also notice that too when you've been working with him yesterday and the day before that he had a problem with inferential questioning?
Yeah, he definitely does. But he's inquisitive too, so I have no doubt that he can be successful.
Okay. Okay. So, kind of outline for me what your lesson's going to be about. So as you're going through your lesson, what is he going to be doing? So first, we're going to be looking at this is going to be comprehension, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what will he be doing first?
Okay.
So this is the book he's going to be using?
Yeah, we're going to look at Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and I'm going to go through the book like the night before, and I'm going to put highlighting tape on 4 different passages.
Okay.
And so this is, like, the Lexile is an adult read understanding at like a 3rd grade level.
Okay.
So we're going to do a little bit of a shared reading.
Okay. I
want him to read some parts, and I'm going to model some of, like, reading for fluency, although I'm not testing him on that. It's just, if the Lexile is saying adult read, then I'm going to follow that.
Right.
Okay. So I'll read, and then when I'll hand it off to him, he'll pick up the reading, and when he will have read the highlighted portions first.
Okay.
So even before we read the book in its entirety, he will have read those 4 passages
Prior to you doing your shared reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when he's reading, he'll be reading that for the second time.
Okay.
It'll be highlighted.
Okay, so really he'll be reading. So you're just going to hand him the book, and he's just going to read those passages first to make sure that he understands the wording?
Yeah, just like a pre-reading activity.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not even going to check for understanding then. It's just part of the close read activity.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll put a little stop sticker there, so I want him to stop at that point because I have a question for him, or questions.
Right, okay. Okay, so you're going to share reading and look for fluency. So that's going to be the main focus of what you're looking for then.
I'm not really testing him on fluency. It's just going to be, like you said, a shared
reading.
reading.
So then after you get done your shared reading, what's going to be happening next?
Then he's going to pick it up, and he's going to read that passage that's highlighted. I'll stop him, and then I have a question for each one of those 4 passages.
Oh, okay. So you're going to ask, so you'll ask questions after he read the assigned pages?
Yeah.
Or the highlighted? Okay.
Yeah, because that'll be the second time reading it. I think the idea with a close reading is that you read it more than once, that you've read it several times.
I noticed that too, like I said, because I teach at 3rd grade, and they can't just read a book once. They have to keep reading, and then every time they do read, they notice something else that they didn't notice prior. Yeah. So as they continue to read every time, they learn something new.
That makes sense to me, even with myself. Second time,
third time reading. Yeah. Same thing with a movie. You watch a movie and you notice. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what are you planning on doing to make sure that the student outcomes are what you want them to be? So, for example, I noticed that you're going to have the post-its to mark the pages. What will you be doing as he's reading those passages? I guess to make sure that he's going to have the understanding of the questions you're going to be asking him.
So, while he's reading the passages, and they're relatively short, I'll ask him to stop, and then I'll give him the question. Okay. And I'll understand if he's able to answer it correctly, what his ability to infer would be.
Okay. Very good. So the sequence of the lesson is, let's review. So, okay, so you're going to do, so first Hayden is going to quickly read
the four selected passages.
Okay.
Well, even before that, I'm going to ask him just to activate a schema. Like, tell me the time, like the worst weather experience you've ever had.
Okay. Now, do you know, is this a book that he's ever read before?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Hopefully not, right?
It's a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic. Alright, so you're going to activate the schema. He's going to go through those 4 selected pages quickly, and then you're going to start the shared reading, right? Just start shared reading. And when you get to the highlighted, that's when he's going to read. Now, are you going to continue reading the whole book and then go back and ask the questions, or are you going to stop and ask him the questions as when he gets done reading that page?
Do you
know what I mean?
I'm going to stop.
Okay.
So, when it comes to those highlighted areas, I'm going to ask him to stop. I'm going to give him the question and evaluate whether or not he's on the mark.
Okay. I think, too, it would be a good idea if you notice that he's not, maybe have him go back and read that page, or even you read it to him. Maybe he kind of missed something, he's having a problem with the questions also. Or even the page before, paragraph before. Okay. So, what will you be looking for to indicate that your lesson was successful? So, you're going to stop and ask him the questions. What are you going to be looking for to ensure that you're meeting the objective of what your lesson was?
Well, I figure since there are 4 questions, I'm looking for a score of 3 out of 4.
Okay.
That would be 75% for passing.
So you're looking for 75% success rate of answers. Okay. What will you look for in his reaction so you know if the directions are understood? So you're going to explain to him what you're doing now. What might indicate maybe that he's confused or he doesn't understand or might be a little lost?
I think the first thing that I'm going to do is kind of ask him, after I tell him what he's going to do, I'll ask him to repeat the directions.
Okay. And
then while he's reading, or even answering the questions, I'll look for body language.
Okay.
You know, is he looking, is it wet, or is he looking away? Is the wait time too long? What his body language reflects.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think you have everything, organized, and looks like it's going to be a good lesson. So I'm excited to see and observe how it goes.
Okay. Good.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there a button in the middle?
I think I started recording.